What if everything you've been taught about finding your purpose is actually keeping you trapped in confusion? The most powerful women throughout history knew a secret that's been deliberately hidden from us. Your soul was never meant to just have one purpose. In this video, I'm sharing the exact 5-phase feminine purpose process that can help you go from feeling lost into feeling deeply aligned, without forcing yourself into a single box that was never designed to hold your magic. Because have you felt the uneasiness of trying to just figure out one life's purpose, worried about picking wrong for yourself? And that's because society has convinced you that's what's missing is your one true purpose, that mystical, magical mission statement that will suddenly make everything click into place. That if you could just find that one thing, the emptiness would disappear. But here's the reality hack that changed everything for me. The entire concept of a singular, all-encompassing purpose is a more masculine approach, to mean that values singular focus and linear achievement over the naturally cyclical, multidimensional nature of feminine energy. And this isn't just some woo-woo nonsense, it's primal reality. Think about it, have you noticed how you feel completely different purposes come alive depending on who you're with or what environment you're in? That's not confusion. That's your soul's natural wisdom trying to break through the conditioning. The breakthrough moment comes when you realize purpose isn't something you find out there. It's something you remember and embody from within. It's already encoded in your DNA, whispered by your intuition, evidenced in what naturally energizes you across different realms of your life. Let's go over and break down the 5-phase feminine purpose process, a sacred system for awakening the inherent knowing that's been clouded by conditioning but never truly lost. Phase 1, Sacred Surrender. The first phase is counterintuitive in a world obsessed with hustling and striving. But sacred surrender is where true purpose begins. I want you to write down all the shoulds that have been defining your purpose search. Things like, I should have figured it out by now. Or, I should want what others want. Or, I should choose just one thing. This release isn't just symbolic. Neurological research shows that ritualized release activates the parasympathetic nervous system, creating the internal conditions necessary for new insights to emerge. The paradox of surrender is that release creates space for clarity. Like clearing a cluttered room allows you to finally see the beautiful architecture, surrendering external definitions of purpose reveals the authentic desires that have always been there. Phase 2, Primal Listening. Your body holds wisdom that your analytical mind cannot access alone. Your body speaks in sensations. Expansion versus contraction, energy versus depletion, resonance versus dissonance. These sensations are your most reliable purpose compass, yet they're often the first signals we learn to override. Reality hackers know that purpose whispers appear in everyday moments. The article that makes you lose track of time, the conversation topic that animates your voice, the activity that makes you forget to check your phone. These aren't coincidences, but breadcrumbs on your purpose path. Ask, when do I lose track of time? What topics make me come alive in conversation? What did I love doing before I was told it wasn't practical? What problems do I notice that others seem to overlook? Remember that your passion doesn't need to make money, it's meant to feed your soul and breathe life back into your bones. So if you're hung up on the idea that your purpose needs to make money, relax and know that it doesn't need to. Phase 3 is realm mapping. The third phase acknowledges that purpose expresses differently across various life domains. Here is a list of all the different domains, and for each realm, I want you to define your purpose for each one, the unique medicine you bring to that domain. This practice reveals how seemingly contradictory purposes can coexist harmoniously. Your purpose within your family might be to nurture safety and belonging, while your purpose in your creative practice might be to disrupt and challenge. These aren't conflicting, they're complementary expressions of your wholeness. The myth of singular purpose would have you choose one realm over the others, to be calming and nurturing or disruptive and challenging. Realm mapping liberates you from this false choice, allowing you each facet of your being to shine in its proper context. Phase 4 is Cyclical Integration. With your multiple purposes identified, the fourth phase focuses on how they dance together over time. Just as the moon moves through phases, your purpose rises and recedes in prominence according to internal cycles and external seasons. Sometimes your career purpose needs primary focus, other times your creative or relationship purposes take center stage. The main character changes as often as needed. Yes, you'll move slower in progress, but you'll be far more balanced and happy and fulfilled. Which isn't that the whole point of finding a purpose? Here are some different ways you can organize and think about rotations of your purposes. This cyclical approach dissolves the guilt that comes from feeling pulled in multiple directions. You're not abandoning any purpose when you focus on another, you're simply honoring the current season, knowing the wheel will turn again. Phase 5 is embodied power. The final phase transforms purpose from concept to lived experience through physical embodiment. Your body isn't just a vehicle for purpose, it's where purpose becomes real. Create a pose that embodies how you feel when fully expressing purpose in each domain. Practice moving between these postures, noticing how your energy shifts with each. This somatic anchoring creates neural pathways that make purpose expression more automatic and accessible even during challenging times. For each purpose realm, find its unique sound, a word, a phrase, or a nonverbal expression that captures its essence. Speaking these sounds aloud activates the vagus nerve, integrating purpose awareness throughout your entire nervous system. Remember, you are not one note but a symphony. You are not one color but a spectrum. You are not one purpose but a constellation of sacred callings that together form the unique medicine only you can offer the world. The journey we've traveled together isn't about finding something new, but remembering something ancient. The innate wisdom that your soul carries many songs, not just one anthem. When feeling lost arises, as it inevitably will, you now have a sacred system for returning home to yourself. The loss of direction becomes not of a failure, but an invitation to shed another layer of conditioning and move deeper into yourself. If this resonated with you, I want you to try just one phase of this process this week. Start with sacred surrender. What shoulds can you release to create space for your authentic desires to emerge? Share your insights in the comments below, and if you're ready to go deeper into this work, definitely check out my Goddess Energy Academy community on Facebook. Your multidimensional nature isn't a flaw to fix, but a gift to embody. The world doesn't need more women forcing themselves into singular boxes. It needs your full, glorious, ever-evolving constellation of purpose. The search ends, the remembering begins.